First of all, most women, they will not even know that that's what's going on. But they themselves fall out of their polarized role. You can feel immediately as a woman, when the guy is not fully present, the heart shrinks a little. I think for most women, where it comes out the most is maybe in a jealousy kind of context. When you're on a date with your guy and you love him and it's exciting and it's your anniversary, and then he stares at the waitress. Don't do that. It kills her light, you know. It makes her heart shrink and fall. And it kills her light. You can look at all the waitresses in the world when you're alone. Do whatever you have to do, right? Also, consider what's the purpose of that, right? But when you are with your woman and you're not fully present with her, she will immediately feel her heart sinking, her light going off. If all you ever talk about, because you're in some kind of crisis or whatever, is how you really want to open the relationship, no, she dies away, gradually fading away. You have to imagine like this. Shiva and Shakti, right? They are the two sides of one coin. He is the subject, the I. She is the object, the am. I am, subject, object. You, when you are alone, you feel great. You feel existent. Not always. You have your moments when you're lonely, but you need alone time as a guy to feel that you still exist. Yeah? A man typically needs at least a moment at night where he, you know, this is such a classic in movies, you see this. A man comes home from his job to his house, which is filled with screaming children and an angry wife, and I don't know how many things to take care of. And he will just stay 2 minutes more in the car before he gets out and gets back into chaos, gets back into life, gets back into the dance with Shakti, because he needs to feel present again, recenter himself. For the woman is the exact opposite. That doesn't mean that no woman ever needs alone time. Of course not. We need plenty of alone time. It's not about that. But a woman needs to be seen to feel existent. You need to be with yourself to feel existent. She needs to be seen to feel existent. And this seeing is the Shivic presence. A woman who is spiritually starting to awaken, at least, or awakening more and more, will be seen by God all the time. And then she self-polarizes. She will feel existent no matter who she's with. But a woman who's not yet spiritually awakened, for her it is devastating if you don't see her, right? Especially in a context where you are supposed to unify. The date, what is a date? A date is foreplay. Yeah, don't think, oh, we are two people on the date, and then we unify maybe at one point when my lingam enters her yoni. No, 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 no. Already when you're preparing the date, it's already starting. That's already foreplay, right? So you cannot be on a date and ogle another woman. And you cannot be on a date and think about your work the whole time. What it does is her light shrinks away because she doesn't feel existent. And if she's a spiritual woman, she will feel existent, but zero polarized by you, right? I know this feeling. When I can see when the lover is like, no, the presence is just dropping out. Yeah, you sit there for a moment and you look at God, because over there, nobody's home. And it's depolarizing, it's boring. At best, I feel a lot of compassion. But for sure, if it's something that happened before, we've been discussing it, it's clear, it's known, this is a man who's trying to awaken. It's different. Somebody on the first date who knows nothing, it's a different story. But a man who's aiming to awaken and he's there not managing to be present with me throughout 2 hours of a meal, come on. It's just like, I just don't want to see you again. It feels this strong, depending, of course, on the temperament of the woman. If she is, not so much like... I don't want to see you, she doesn't get more into the angry style, but she's maybe more sad about it, then she'll be mopey for some days after, and she doesn't know why, and her heart is heavy, and it's not clear. So it can be like this. When it's in the bedroom, it is times 200, because the intensity is so big. You are there, she's having a huge orgasm, and you don't manage to be present with her in that. Maybe you're getting in your head about something, you get triggered about something. Unless she has a great Shivic inner capacity, you probably enter a fight. Or something difficult. She might freeze, she might close, she might just not be as ecstatic and so forth for the rest of the evening, because simply Shiva left the house, feeling abandoned, feeling alone, right? So it's a very profound experience that most women, they don't even notice, but they start to be strange. And then guys are like, oh, women are crazy. They're so moody. They're continuously changing. You should check, because it's very likely that your consciousness is not stable. And this is why she's all over the place, right? No, I'm not saying in her own life. In her own life, she is in charge for these things. But when the two of you are together and she is up and down, you should check on your own consciousness, because likely you're not present to her. And then she cannot, it's like a car on the road that just goes like this. You are there as a woman, wet, open legs, open heart, ready to be penetrated, and then, and you're like, just total chaos settles in. Because you rely on that penetration, even subconsciously. You rely on the masculine penetration to center yourself. It's like a storm without a center.
What you saw now is an extract from a wide course of teaching men the tantric way of lovemaking, the tantric path of love. It's called amorous erotic continence. We have about 50 courses with different titles, and if you're interested, if that's something you want to know more of, you're welcome to send us an email and connect with us in this way.